Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, please like and subscribe. Yeah, yeah. That good. Yeah, yeah. Ha, ha, ha.
Alright, let's try that again. Sorry about that. That was weird. Like, I didn't do a title or nothing, and I was just live. I'm like, wait, what am I doing live? How did I get here? But good morning. It wasn't even the right thumbnail. Nothing was right. I'm like, what's going on? YouTube was being very, very different and strange. Hi, Michael. And hi, Lewis. I saw you pop in on the other one momentarily. That was weird. I don't know what was going on there. Seems to be working now. Saturday has been nice and relaxing. Good start to the morning. I woke up at like 7 in the morning. I'm like, I wanted to sleep in. But that wasn't happening. I'm kind of mulching this field as I harvest it because I know I would go nuts mulching this whole field with this tiny little mulcher. And we do not yet have the money to buy a new, bigger mulcher. We should, after the end of the season. What? What is 57 Fahrenheit for you right now? What is that in Celsius? We're at 4.5 Celsius. Just knows the Fahrenheit. And it's snowing up on the mountains, but it's not snowing down here, so we got thick overcast. If the snow comes down here, it'll obviously be rain. It won't be snow. It is spring here. 13.8 Celsius, that is nice. That is motorcycle riding weather. Hey Iron Thunder, how's it going? I should see what's on sale at the store. Vacation is ending. Well, mine just started. Not buying any of that. I did change something during the week in this game. It may surprise you guys, but we are $155,000 in debt. Thanks to this sale menu. Normally there'd be 4 icons or more here. There's only 3 now. Oh, you had to repaint with different type of grass? That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. I don't go into debt as a rule, but there was a sale item on the list. It was going to be half the price we were going to pay for it for brand new. So I think we had to do it. What am I doing here? Get back over there. Your mom asked you if you wanted to go to a birthday party. I don't really do birthdays, so I'd be with you on that. No, I don't even do my own birthday. Which is a little hilarious talking about that this time of year. Yeah. Which means you had trees showing up in the middle of your greenhouses. I don't know, how do you get rid of trees in your greenhouse? Do you have to cut them down in your greenhouse? You'd have to sell the greenhouse, cut the tree down, and then replace the greenhouse. Yeah. Glad you redid it before you were way further in the game. Oh, okay. So, better looking grass and doesn't drain performance. Good call. I don't know why I shut the engine down. I want to give this tractor and the case tractor new tires after seeing the video of doing tire tests and stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Only see the grass on the fields that you have the grass on. So your weather is fluctuating all over, Michael. You got some. You must be right on the border of cold fronts and hot fronts, moving back and forth, and a stormy weather type of system. Hey, oh, there you go. Don't dump it all beside the trip. You can force dump it on the side, I think. I just have no want to do that. Harvest a bit more and then we'll mulch some more. You were gonna do something? It's too early to do something. I had an interesting dream. It was... I don't know. If I could put my dream into words, they would make a movie of it. Or a video game. It might be a good video game. It was just... I don't even know how to explain it. It was a cross of animation and real life, and... Yeah, I definitely dream in color. That's 100% for sure in this one. Most people dream in black and white. Like, there was weird stuff going on. It was, yeah, I can't even think of how to put it in words, but I can't compare to anything. There's nothing like it in real life. There's no video game that's close to it. No movie that's close to it. It was no real life close to it. It was definitely down the rabbit hole. The type of dream you could blame on doing drugs. If I had smoked something before that dream, then I would be able to explain it. That type of psychedelic weird dream. I'm like, that's a movie. I'm like, I need to write this down. That's a movie. And then of course, you start forgetting as soon as you wake up. Just have little snippets of it still in the brain. Ooh, if you could make it onto that angle, you would make me such a happy person, because that is a signature difference in that makes that map actually based on Grand Hotel. That'd be so awesome. You were saying something. Oh. It's complicated. I like tornadoes. I mean, I would prefer not to get hit by a tornado, but I've chased a couple of tornadoes. They're kind of fun to chase. Yes, not here in BC. there's not tornadoes is not a thing here in BC. I grew up in Manitoba. There's lots of tornadoes there. I remember the one tornado that went through my cousin's backyard, and the doghouse was, I don't know, 200 feet away from the house, so quite far in the backyard there was a doghouse, and the tornado came through the backyard, took out a whole bunch of trees, and the doghouse was gone. Just this perfect line through the backyard, and they had several acres. Of course, all the kids had been playing back there moments earlier. Only reason everybody ran in because the hail started. And hail, like I mean these were 2-inch balls of hail. They had a bunch of shattered windows because of the hail, and their shingles were busted because of the hail. That was a storm. In the map. So the tornado siren wouldn't stop, and the church bells wouldn't stop. Huh. That's a weird bug. I did add mods. So I added the American farmhouse. That's right on top there, I see it. It's not highlighted in red? I added that mod to this. I don't know why it's not highlighted in red. I don't know, I didn't play the map, so I don't know how annoying it is, but I can imagine it being annoying. At least they fixed it on this update. Oh, we gotta see that. Apparently open it there. Oh, we got a bunch of fields over here now. But yeah, I see now there's red between. Obviously, there's still some green up here. You haven't repainted that. I caught a spot you missed. Huh? Some of the fields look a little smaller, yeah. It's good to have some smaller fields. Old grass at Blumengard. Yeah, right over here. And everywhere else, the red is the new grass. These are going to be some massive, massive, massive fields. This is where you want to run the big quad track tractors and stuff like that. You have to. And here's some small, I like the small fields like that in there. The backyard gardens. That's very nice. I like that. That's really cool looking.
This is for the leasing farm mod. It's gonna come again.
Yeah, having a leasing farm mod would be good for like this. You lease a field. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. That's a cool little touch. My cousins lived right down here somewhere. A little bit further down the road. And then of course, I live down over here. It's gonna be over here somewhere. This is so awesome. I want to play it now. It looks like you did a lot of work while you were on vacation. That river though, it's beautiful though. A lot of work. Well, thankfully you're almost pretty much done the river part. Yeah, I can't get over how fast it is to synchronize games in FS22. Just so nice, you're not sitting there waiting to synchronize. We're gonna have so much sorghum to sell. We should be able to pay off that loan. Hey Don. I think we're gonna pay the loan off. I am very hopeful we will not only pay the loan off, but we'll have enough money to buy a bigger mulcher. I hope next season we mulch with a new mulcher. Oh, right. The trailer's full. Yeah, how much sorghum we got off of this? Like, I think and then this is going to be a bumper crop. Oh, I have not yet either. If I do that, I reveal a secret. I reveal the secret. Don't like it? I'm gonna take a look. I can map it here, right? Without. Oh. Even just this gives away a secret. Let's sell wood. Oh, so the container's moved over here now. Just cleaned up and organized some more. Sell points here. And this corner is naked. Might have to add something in there. You guys see that? Okay. See that? I see that. I see that. Hey, can you climb this ladder? No way. And there's a hammer up here? That ladder wasn't there before. Now, if you want to get a look, there's toolboxes here. And a wrench. Now, if you want, you can climb up here and collect all the secret trophies and make $1 million. Huh? Well, no, I can do this. I've already prepped it. No, the hammer's not collectible. The collectibles were just game cartridges. They didn't make a custom game cartridge. Or they didn't make a custom collectible. Yeah, you showed me the collectibles for yours. So, no, the collectibles were just game cartridges from the Alpine map. And they were all in a row, one on top of each other on top of the building. I went and collected them all and then cheated the money out. And it actually gives you the controller achievement if you do it. You saw that, Lewis? Shh. It's a secret. There's no use for that tractor right now. There's no equipment that tractor can haul. If someone joins, if we get a third player, we would bring it out and use it. But it's too big of a tractor for any of the equipment we have, so... That is what I spent my money on. Retracted the message. So now I spoiled the secret instead of you? Unbelievable. It's pretty. Yeah, if a third person joins, then that tractor would obviously get used. All the equipment is way too tiny for it. Iron Thunder's like, well, if you need a third person to reveal the tractor. Jess is like, Iron Thunder's gonna join now just in spite. Yeah, you called it alright. Yeah, we need it. I want beehives. I want to get a bunch of stuff before we buy some more property. What we're doing is we're gonna that was a good test actually. Yeah. I want to upgrade all the equipment now. All of it. Bigger trailer, bigger everything. Give both tractor's a bit of an upgrade. This tractor will just get some new tires. The other tractor will actually get a new engine, complete overhaul. And then, like I said, all new equipment. And we're going to put up a cattle farm over here and start trying to figure that out, get it all set up, the silage pit and all that stuff. Yep, we have to do that. We'll have a tether and all that stuff to do. So. What's TMR? So that's TMR is little straw, some hay, and some silage. The straw is just free filler. What does the mineral feed up? But it ups how much production? Does it give a production boost? Oh, it's part of TMR. So does the mineral feed not actually do anything for production? And I know in real life, but in game? Iron Thunder has joined. TMR, total mixed rations. So we're working on all of that before buying more property. And then after that, we are working on production. We're going to start producing flour. Very small. We're slowly getting into that. Oh, the donut factory? Yes, that's why we are upgrading equipment now. We have more land. That's what I'm working on right now. We're harvesting the more land. Right now, really, that new tractor can just haul that trailer around while harvesting. I really don't want to put that new tractor at work, like doing the mulcher and stuff. It would just be such a waste of fuel for a tractor that big. Yeah, repair bills would be skyrocketing, all that stuff. So. It didn't have a lot of hours on it. It only has 20 hours on it. So it syncs faster, but takes longer for you to actually have everything synchronized. Yeah. Jess always asks me, it's like, hey, which fields are growing on my on when we play the other map? It's like, what can I actually do? Because the maps are not synced yet. It's probably one way of making it sync faster. By loading stuff in the background. I've looked at that map, Calmlands. Yeah, go ahead, start harvesting. Yep. If you start harvesting, I'll go get the fancy new tractor. Check it out. Twin tires. No weights in the tires. I should even lose the weight on the front. Only use that when necessary. These dualies provide the most grip going up hills. So we have a hilly terrain. These dualies are the best for, and the name brand. Name brand tires are do different performance in game. So these are the BKT tires. You can barely see the logo. BKT tires, front and rear dualies. And the less weight you can carry, like the wheel weights, easier it is to go up the hills. So only use the weights on the front if your tractor really needs them. Yeah, on roads and stuff like that, it doesn't make a difference. It's climbing the steep hills, especially on cultivated and plowed fields. Climbing the steep hills is where the most difference in tires is noticed. So we should stop using weights on all the tractors on the front, unless we need them because the rear implement is too heavy. Yeah, like the cultivator, the spreader, stuff like that. Like right now with me mulching with the other tractor, there's no need for the front weight. The dualies was quite expensive, yep. But for our field, our hilly fields, I think it would be worth it. For now anyway. In the future we'll probably downgrade it if we get bigger, fancier tractors that do the big hilly work. There. I'll leave it there for Iron Thunder to use. We got the weight on the front. I think when I get close to the farm, I'll lose the front weight. Yeah, I watched some more YouTube videos of testing weights and stuff and tires, and that's why this tractor is going to get tire upgrade. To get at least switch to the BKT tires. Another really good tire was wide tires without weights. That was pretty decent too, but the front and rear duals on a tractor gave the most grip on hills. So yeah, that tractor has nothing to do other than haul that tiny little trailer, but at least we have a tractor to move stuff around. We were missing a tractor. Like every time we had a third player join, it's like, how do I do anything? So that's a Purdy tractor. Very, very Purdy. And it looks huge compared to what we have, but it's still a medium tractor. It's still not a huge tractor. It's considered a medium tractor. Are you hinting? Iron Thunder pulled his pipe out. I was talking to Iron Thunder. I was ignoring you. What were you talking about, cheap? Oh, okay. So if you're going to sell cheap, you want to sell them at $1,000 and keep increasing value until $1,000. You're not allowed to yawn. Not allowed. Oh, there we go. Iron Thunder jumped into the New Holland. Knew that was coming soon. Yep, we're going to get a new trailer too. Much bigger trailer. We're going to keep the old equipment though because we have little tractors still. Sounds good, Iron Thunder. Food's always more important. Food good. Now that we're talking about food, I'm going to be hungry. That not so new, but new to me, New Holland. So to be clear, I bought the used New Holland and then upgraded it. I put the used New Holland did not have GPS in it, and it did not have the big fancy tires on it. So I upgraded the tires and put the GPS on it from the dealership. I only had 20 hours on it, so instead of paying half or $250,000, paying $100,000 for 115 grand, give or take. Plus my upgrades. My upgrades was what made it more expensive. Sorry, you were saying? Yours tractor has 83 hours, and this one has 74 hours. So that New Holland's still a lot newer than these two tractors. And then I had to also repair the tractor. Can't remember how much repairing the tractor was. There were some repair costs, and that was I think $4 or $5 grand, something like that. The mulcher needs repairing. Well, if we go negative at this point, we can always just make a bigger loan. I'm broken. The new tractor broke me. I think it's worth it though. I think buying the used tractor and making the loan will still save us a lot of money. We'll have to pay a little interest on it. Oh yeah, just drive through that field. Great call. pay a little interest on it, but I think we're going to have enough crop off of these new fields to only have to pay a couple of months of interest. And at least at the high interest rate, because we'll get the loan a lot smaller, if not all the way paid off. Once you've cultivated that field, this whole field is cultivated. Yep. Priority 1 for new equipment is a bigger mulcher and a bigger cultivator after that. We'll get the biggest mulcher and the biggest cultivator we can get for the horsepower we have. Test it. Yeah, the upgrades on the tractor cost a bunch, but we would have paid $250,000 for a new tractor and then still have to do those same upgrades as well. So, still saved a bunch of money. Basically, we saved about 125 grand. Not quite. Repair cost, but 120 grand. Hey, James. We need to go murder trees. Yes, murdering trees would give us some money too. I kind of like the trees where they are though. They really add to the map. I don't want to thin them out. We'll get rid of the little trees. I'm anti-tree murderer. You tree hugger? I call the tree hugger. Take this, you tree hugger. I have proof. For the record, I am no tree hugger, but I am also an environmentalist. I think we all should be. I'll go hug a tree with a chainsaw. Yeah, I'm always a little confused by when environmentalists are anti-tree cutting. It's like you realize that's a renewable resource. You literally can cut the trees down and replant them. As long as it's done in a controlled fashion, you can be an environmentalist and cut down trees. Yeah, it makes me sad when I see, like I talked about it in one of my videos, I saw this huge logs drive by. So big that they could only put 3 logs on one semi-trailer. And like they probably needed 5 semis to haul one tree away. It's like, now why are you cutting that old growth down when you could just take a newly planted forest, cut that down, and then replant that? Let's leave the old growth where it is. I'd be a fan of that. Yeah, keep the old growth, make sure animals keep their habitats, and cut trees in a responsible way. Like, as long as you think about it and be responsible, and it's a renewable resource if you're careful. Control burns. Control burns are very environmentally friendly. In fact, if we let nature do its own thing, lightning would burn its forest down bigger than what we're allowing them. So yeah, here in BC, all forest that gets cut down gets replanted, so it's part of the deal. If you have the right to cut down that tree, you must also replace that tree with a new one. They replant a lot more than the trees they cut down because it's a legal requirement, because some trees will die. Yeah, only clear old growth forest for other important things. Should paint that white Massey Ferguson red. Take one, plant two. Yes, exactly. Then we just have to make sure we don't cut it down faster than the new growth can regrow, right? Yes, yep, that is a problem. All the new trees planted are trees that they want to cut down next time by. Yep, that is a problem I've thought about too. The forests are no longer a diverse forest. Yep, that is a problem. I've seen some forestry where they only cut certain types of trees down and leave the other trees. We have a lot of fir and larch here. And I don't know when they replant. Do they replant both fir and larch? Right, the most popular is fir. Larch are the trees that change colors. They look like they're evergreens, but they go yellow in the winter. Oh, there comes Jess. She must be done cultivating. Don't worry, there's much more to cultivate here. Yeah, I dropped the bale manually in there. I just picked up a small little bale. Yep, they ran out. Yeah, we got 2 greenhouses now. Yep, things have changed. The farm is growing. Alright. Oh, we're full. Yeah, only here haul the front weight for certain things like fertilizing, right? Or grab equipment and go, oh, it's a little light on the front. Let's go put the front weight on. It would save us some money. Dude, you got big tires on there. Careful. I ran over the combine. I made the ethical choice and didn't run over Iron Thunder. I ran over the combine instead. Something this game could actually use would be damage. It would be painful, but I would like the idea of damage equipment. If you hit the back of the combine, there'd be a crumpled back of the combine. You have to actually go to the repair shop and fix that. I think it'd be good. Yeah, that tractor right there, that Case IH, is going to get a major overhaul. Oh yeah, there's more fields to harvest, yep. And it's all sorghum. Sorghum. Did you know that some sorghum is called Milo? Uh-huh. It's a type of sorghum, Milo. Yes. Cultivate anything that's been launched. I was only like an hour away from it this week, from Milo, Alberta. Almost detoured through it. I'm like, no, math doesn't quite compute. I'm like, I don't quite have the time. Kind of glad I did, or else I would have run out of hours by the end of the week. I was close to running out of hours. I had about 2 hours left to spare. No. Oh, 0 hours for the day, not for the week. Yeah. Yeah, running north to south will be your best setup because of how I mulched. Oh, I didn't mute myself. Sorry, guys. I blew my nose and unmuted myself. Oops. Thought I hit the button. It's the second time in 2 days. very rude. I had a leaky nose and had to be blown. Just thinks it's unacceptable. Yeah, I think we got a much better... We have a better vehicle count now. Having that one extra tractor makes a big difference. Iron Thunder's back, perfect. I went one round around the field, so I caught up with mulching. Well, I didn't really catch up. There were the ends I could have done. That'd be another cool part of the game if you actually run someone over, that you actually... That wouldn't be... I don't know if that'd be farming sim friendly, if you actually kill people, if you accidentally drive over them. This is not Grand Theft Auto. Oh yeah, they won't even allow us meat production. Like, we can sell the beef, but there's no beef production, no pork production, no chicken production. They just go to market. They also don't have wine, they have grape juice. Answer. Does not. That just has not been fertilized. Maybe you want to fertilize everything before cultivating. Because it would help. It would help. You should stop. Because you can fertilize before cultivating and then right after. Or you could just fertilize in the future after growth, but it would match our fields up better. But now that you've started that, yeah, just do what you're doing. Do what you're doing. Oops. GPS. Yeah, a lot of people wish it was a little more realistic, but I think there's a reason why this game is on a top selling list, is because it does have a little more arcade mode feel to it, which makes it a lot easier to play. The loudest voices in chat want it to be more realistic, but I think sales prove that a little more arcade, less simulation make the game easier to sell. Like, this game was next to Call of Duty top selling games. And yeah, parents don't have to worry about violence, so it's a very kid-friendly game. Yeah, there probably is a mod out there, but they probably can't get that mod into Mod Hub. If you just go Google a random mod site, I bet you could get full animal production, but it would have to be a mod you manually add off-site, which makes it less friendly for multiplayer. So that's why I try to only have mods from Mod Hub. There's some really cool mods I want that are not on Mod Hub. Cool maps and stuff, but it makes multiplayer much harder if you do that. Yeah, Farm Manager multiplayer would be pretty cool. Yeah, they just officially announced the patch, what's coming out and stuff, so there'll be a list of stuff coming out, so I don't know, maybe eventually they'll put meat production on. It would be good. Have I tried Parkitech? I have not tried it. It's on my wish list, or at least it has been on my wish list on and off. So in that game, can you literally build the same exact roller coaster at the same time? Or do you go, hey, this is the land I'm using? I don't know, it'd be interesting how that'd be a conflict, right? But yeah, it's basically a roller tycoon, but roller coaster tycoon, but multiplayer. I think there's too many alpha males in our group that when I say alpha males, I mean females as well. I think we all would want to be the leader of the design team. Yeah, you definitely have to be able to communicate efficiently. You would definitely, with our group, have to plan out ahead of time, at least the alpha people in our group. Because I think you, your wife, me and my wife are both very much would want to be in control. You'd have to plan plan ahead of time so we'd all be on the same page. Like this farm here, for example, I pretty much control everything. Crop to storage, yes please, do not sell that. It's garbage price. Speaking of, with this much sorghum coming in, how close to maximum are we going to get? What is the maximum for that? So go to the store. Silos. 200. Okay, so we got a way to go. We're at 45. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Go, hey, yeah, actually assign roles to people. It's like your role is to take care of all the concession stands. Your role is to take care of all the architecture, making sure, or making sure all the park guests can walk from point A to point B. Your job is to design these rides. Yep, yeah. You'd have to manage it and make rules. Or just go, hey, here, your job is to design this roller coaster while we're going to design a train ride over here. Two different people are designing two different... So you'd have to manage the whole thing like that. You know what that happens? Or all of a sudden one person is doing a lot of the commenting. That happens on every single stream where you have a couple people dropping in a couple of comments, and then you have one person making a lot of comments, and then all of a sudden it switches to a different person doing a lot of comments. It usually happens on almost all the streams. It's kind of weird how that works. Oh yeah, this is the budget for this roller coaster. If you go over budget, you'll have to pause building the roller coaster until we have more budget to continue that roller coaster. So if you're building something big, this is how much money you can start on that roller coaster. Oh, I was driving by Silverwood, and that wooden roller coaster is like half torn down. I'm pretty confident that it's being rebuilt in the exact same form, but I think they were pulling a bunch of old timber down and putting up new timber. That's what it looked like to me. They took a whole section of it and just took it out. I think there's a glitch in the matrix. There's a glitch in the matrix. Who's driving the combine? Who is driving the combine? I haven't seen that happen yet. I see that's Iron Thunder. Hey Iron Thunder, I found your twin. Unfortunately, there's some issues there. Yeah, this Iron Thunder here may have harvested a different type of crop and may have partaken in that said crop. Some tweaking going on. Harvesting oxygen? I don't know if there's a lot of oxygen in that. Oh! Ha! It has resolved itself. You might be correct. How much is that game right now? Where is my... I thought I could just type in park, but that did not work. There's lots of DLCs for it too. 40 bucks or 33 bucks, 34 bucks. Yeah. And then that's not what I wanted. Oh, so there's 3 DLCs, not a lot. And that's just the soundtrack, but you got... So basically 2 DLCs. Yeah, so if it goes 25% off, it'd be about 25 bucks. I'll add it back to my wish list for a bit. And everybody, like, it has really good reviews. Look, 4,627 very positive reviews. And I really did enjoy Roller Coaster Tycoon. Do you have Planet Zoo? Oh, Planet Coaster. Yep. That's not multiplayer though. Yeah, right there, multiplayer. Huh? Could be interesting. I don't know if I said good morning, Ghost Bear. No, I didn't. I didn't say that. Hi, Ghost Bear. I saw you there, and then I forgot all about you. That is absolutely absurd, but I think I didn't know Cattle and Crops was discontinued. I was still hopeful that would be a good competitor to Farming Sim. Because we need a good competitor for Farming Sim. Forces Farming Sim to go better. We need a good competitor. I don't think... Okay. I don't think they would have been bought out by Farming Sim because Farming Sim never saw them as a threat. Yeah, it had potential of being a super in-depth actual simulator. Although this is adding features of, like once we get the can't think of the word. The DLC for precision farming. There we go. Precision farming. Once we get that, it'll make it a little more simulator-like too. And once all the sorghum is harvested on this field, oh, there's another field of sorghum up there, small one, and then on the other side of the farm there's still another significantly sized field of sorghum. So we got another 2 fields of sorghum to harvest after this. I wouldn't have seeded this much sorghum if I hadn't bought these fields at the time where I couldn't plant wheat or barley or oat. Not oat. Wheat, barley, or canola. I couldn't plant those 3. So I'm like, well, we'll just plant a whole bunch of sorghum and make some good money off of it. Definitely don't want to do it again next year because the prices are going to drop. I flood the market with one crop. That's another nice thing about this game is if you decide to just go into one crop, you flood the market with that one crop and the prices drop. I'm looking forward to getting into production and starting our first flour mill. I'm hungry already. I've only been streaming for an hour and a half and I'm hungry already. I think we'll have leftover pizza probably for lunch. That'd be cool if you joined, Lewis. No pressure. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'll stream. Probably another half hour at least. I'm looking forward to selling all this sorghum. Although it's going to be a lot of trips to the store with a small trailer. But I'm not going to do the temptation thing and buy a bigger trailer. Because we definitely need a bigger mulcher before we get a bigger trailer. I was into The Walking Dead. I can't remember how many seasons I got into it before I just got out of it. I watched quite a few of The Walking Dead, and then I lost interest after... I can't remember how many seasons I got into it, but... the show just got so violent that I just couldn't... I was like, yeah, it's just too violent for me. just unbelievably violent. That's where I lost interest. But the first couple of seasons I really enjoyed. I think I lost interest where the show became about violence and lost storyline. I'm not even enjoying the storyline anymore. It's just all violence. I kind of like, okay, I'm out. But yeah, I love the first seasons. Absolutely awesome show. I don't know, maybe the newer seasons are better again. I'd have to go back and watch them to find out. Yeah, I think about the same time. Yeah. And you know, any zombie movie, all your characters will eventually die. Yeah, I don't think that's a spoiler in a zombie movie or a TV show. But my spoiler is everybody dies. And there's many times where you thought someone would die, and they didn't. I think it makes it's good when a TV show is willing to kill off main characters, because then there's real risk. Problem with these double duels on the front, the turning radius is reduced, I think. Whoa. I was trying to read comments. Clarkson's Farm? I don't think I've watched any of that. It doesn't ring a bell at all. Oh, apparently I'm tipping the side. I didn't realize that. What's Clarkson Farm? Oh! Clarkson's Farm. I know Clarkson. Jeremy Clarkson. I have not heard of this. I'll have to watch that. We'll leave that up in the background. Clarkson is not nearly as big in North America as in Europe. Okay, I'm going to take a break from this for a little bit and run this. Sorry, Jess. I want to switch it up a bit. Getting bored of mulching. Not that this is all that much better. That's a bit different. Different tractor sounds. Oh. Need to actually lift the cultivator. There we go. Iron Thunder is off to the small field. I'm looking forward to getting into corn and sunflower next. And eventually potatoes and beets. And never sugarcane, not on this map at least. Yeah, this is... Sorry, Jess. Ran Jess over. This is one huge field. In fact, if you look at it, it actually goes into the next tile. We're combining this field with the old field we have there that the weeds are growing on. That will be combined. That was part of the old tile. And then this is the new tile. And then we have a big chunk of the field up there is a separate field. And then a small field that Iron Thunder is up there. And then also another small field on the south end as well. Can't really see it here. So there, but it's a huge field. Welcome back, Michael. And our small equipment is just too small for this field. We finally reached that point that our equipment can't keep up with our field. And this really, really long field, I'm going to split into two eventually. Yeah, we're literally turning grasslands into fields. I love this map for that. See over here on the south end is a small little field that's going to be part of another bigger field that way once we own all of it. So it doesn't go all the way to the south end here. So we have a small little field like this on the south end and on the north end. So it's warmed up quite a bit for you. I don't know what you said it was earlier. For us, it's 7.1 degrees Celsius. Yeah, if the sun was out for us right now, it would be worth going motorcycle riding. But it's overcast, +7, a little chilly to go out motorcycle ride. Well, Jess is back. You want cultivating back? No. But you got winds. Winds and lots of rain. Yep, that's a mess, all right. It gets too cold to ride here. Even with heated gear. It gets too cold to ride here. Yeah, I've seen a lot of bikes out this last week, though. People are coming out of hibernation. Well, don't crash it and then it won't fall apart on you. When is your bike going to be fixed again, Iron Thunder? I'm guessing you're still waiting on parts. Supply, worldwide supply issue. Man, this is a nice tractor compared to what we're running currently. It's going to be nice to have equipment for it. Oh. Huh? Oh, it's fixed. Oops. I'm reading comments again. It's fixed, but you're only allowed to ride till after March 1st. Why? Why can you not ride right now? Is that a weather thing or an insurance thing or a... Because here we legally could ride our motorcycle all winter long. In fact, in Vancouver, you see that. Okay, so you have to have winter tires on a bike to ride it during the winter. Interesting. Yeah, we have to have winter tires on our cars and trucks on winter. Or would a motorcycle be allowed to go over those winter passes in this winter? There's no such thing as winter tires on motorcycles here. I've never seen that. Maybe there is such a thing, but I've never seen that. So, can you buy siped winter tires for motorcycles here? Is that something a tire shop would be willing to sell you? Or would you have to get those specially ordered? Yeah, technically, it's a motorcycle without winter tires. Not having winter tires, really? Okay, so anyone going over any of those passes, you would technically need winter tires. Okay, that's actually a good thing to keep in mind. Huh? Never occurred to me. It never occurred to those Harley drivers either, or riders. But I think that would probably be a cop goes, these people are doing something suspicious. We're just going to throw the book at them. We probably will not be on here. I'm probably going to call it a stream in the next 10 minutes or so. I'm hungry and want to eat. But later on, I don't know. Keep an eye out for me. Look on Steam. And you can always search J&J Gaming to see if the stream is, or if the game is up and running and not doing a live stream. that happens. Yeah, tomorrow for sure there'll be a stream tomorrow. Early-ish while I'm doing probably laundry. Oh, yeah, tomorrow's stream will have ended 20 minutes ago. I have a hard out tomorrow at 11 a.m., which would have been 20 minutes ago. So tomorrow's stream will be a little bit earlier and probably shorter because I haven't watched the NASCAR Daytona race in forever, and I actually want to watch it this time. So plans for vacation kind of got thrown in the garbage, and we actually still don't know what we're doing, but we are. This is what we know our plans for vacation are. We're going to be away from home for 3 days and in a hotel for 2 nights. That's what our vacation plan is right now. We literally don't know if we're going to head east, west, or north. We do not know if we're heading south. We know we're going to be gone Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So, a lot of the places we kind of like, hey, let's go do that. Oh no, they're still closed because of COVID restrictions and stuff like that, and not enough interest for tourism. And it's like, okay, we can't do that one. Okay, what can we do here? So we have some ideas of what, but so far we've thrown a bunch of those ideas out. Yeah, Iron Thunder NASCAR is re-interested me in the sport with their new car. NASCAR's actually made a car that looks like a race car, and it actually acts like a race car. It's modernized. The new car is modernized. The tires are different, the rims are different, the lug nuts are different, the gears are different, the downforce, the diffusers is different, the way cars are made is different. You no longer have the H-pattern gear shifting, it's sequential gear shifting. It's a lot more like a modern race car. Like backup mirror, the rear view mirror is now a camera. You can still run your rear view mirror if you want to, but you have a screen in there. Your dashboard is 100% digital. Everything is a modern car, except the engines. The engines are still carbureted, but they didn't want to make too many changes. So every single car is the same car now. They're all manufactured by the same manufacturer, so no car knows. So if you're buying a frame to a car and the suspension and all of that, the suspension and the frame does not know if it's going to become a Ford, a Chevy, or a Toyota, or any other future. They're all the same. The only thing different is a Ford engine, a Chevy engine, Toyota engine, and the body on the outside is slightly different. A Mustang looks a little more like a Mustang than a Camry looks like a Camry or whatever. So I don't know. It was enough for me to actually go pay for a subscription to go watch NASCAR in high quality. I only paid for a month, and in that month I'll decide if this new car has gotten me back interested in racing. And they added a lot more road courses. It's not as many ovals. They have added more road courses, so they've made changes to make it a little more interesting. So it's like everything has changed, but they're all small changes. But I think it looks a lot more like the other racing, like F1. All the modern technology in an F1 car. The single lug nut instead of 5 lug nuts, aluminum rims, wider tires, low profile tires. The whole bottom of the car is smooth now instead of having all the, like they put a panel on the bottom. I don't know. All this stuff has changed that it was enough changes for me to go, hey, I actually want to watch this race. So, I don't know. It might still be boring. Who knows? But I'm paying a month to see if it's worth it or not. because the old cars, they all look like soap bars. The cars look so boring. They didn't look like race cars anymore. They look like yeah, the new F1 cars. Yes, there's huge changes in there as well. So I don't know. I think racing, F1 and NASCAR, they've made changes there that are exciting. So we'll see. The biggest problem right now is this global shortage in parts has made it interesting for NASCAR. A lot of teams, you can't afford to crash a car because there's a global shortage in parts. Another rule in NASCAR, each number of a car, you can only have 5 cars in your garage. So huge teams that have billions of dollars are only allowed to make 5 race cars. You're not allowed to have more than 5 race cars in your garage, because some of these huge teams had like limitless cars in their garage, a specially designed car for each track. And how are these poor teams supposed to compete against that? So they've made it now so that poorer teams will be able to compete with the richer teams a lot better. So, and the new cars built a lot tougher, heavier duty roll bars. They'll be easier to repair. So, I don't know. I'm actually excited about NASCAR for once in a long time. So, yeah. And now if I'm paying for a subscription, I'll be able to watch F1 races as well in really high quality. So NASCAR did not change their engines yet. They're still running old engines, but they want to. That's definitely a future thing. I don't know what year they'll change the engines, but they're talking about going engine change, and the cars are designed that they're fully able to go electric. They haven't announced anything for it, but somebody goes and goes, hey, this car is designed in a way that you could go electric if you want to. Oh, another big change. NASCAR's had a solid rear axle still. Really old school solid rear axle. It's now a double wishbone rear axle on the back as well. So, I don't know. Everything's different. But I was going to end the stream, so I should really go do that. Because I'm hungry and want to warm up some pizza. Or do you have other food that you would prefer over pizza and save pizza for supper? Either way, I'm going to end the stream and find food because the kitchen's not motivated, so I'm going to have to be motivated myself. I have no will to motivate the kitchen because I value my life. Yeah, Iron Thunder, the V8s, the V12s, I think that's a thing of the past. It's going to be electronic hybrids. Having engines that charge electric engines is going to be the thing. So yeah, that'll be me tomorrow. Be getting excited about a race. And it's Daytona, who knows. I can't judge this new car on one super speedway. And Jess loves NASCAR too, so we both grew up watching a lot of... I didn't really grow up watching NASCAR. Once I moved out, that's when I got into NASCAR. Yeah, it was... I got into it before Earnhardt. I watched quite a few, 3 or 4 years with Earnhardt still in it. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know, I think future of F1 and NASCAR is actually looking bright. It'll be fun to watch a bunch of races, so Well, I wouldn't say that Iron Thunder. As long as they go into that slowly and do experimenting and figure it out, it could work out. But they can't just jump into it blind. They need to really be careful with full electric. That's something that they're going to have to be super careful for. But I think that is the future. If in 10 years from now we're not talking about going full electric, I would be surprised. I think it's at least 10-15 years away, but I think it'll be a thing that's coming. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat. So, thank you guys for watching. It's been another fun stream. We haven't made any money yet. Mostly just mulching, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Iron Thunder has already left the stream. Okay. I'm just like, where's the combine? But no, Iron Thunder has left the stream. Okay, we'll just, Jess is turning around at the end of the field. We'll let her get lined up and save and quit. Yeah, there's Formula E. There's always, you could do a spin-off and have NASCAR electric. So you could do that and have a separate class for full electric. Start that way and at least experiment and figure it out until that's actually fun to watch. Anyway, I'm out of here. Save game. Quit. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. You guys rock.
This video is brought to you in part by the letter C and these YouTube members. Cookie starts with C. What other things start with C? Oh, who cares what other things? C is for cookie, and that's good enough for me. Thanks for watching. Nom 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 nom.